Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Is the mic sounding good? Let me know in the chat if the mic sounds good or everything sounds pretty balanced. Okay, that's good. That's good. What's up, Frisky? What's up, my dude? Hey, what's up, Easter? How's it going? Just chatting, you see. We're gonna go ahead and switch it over. There we go. Look kind of choppy, but it's whatever. Pretty soon I gotta like update my like whole stream setup. She said FUDO. But yeah, I gotta do some stuff to the stream pretty soon. Like I gotta download a VGC or something to make the microphone warmer. But yeah, the camera's pretty choppy. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Can you guys hear the fan? Because I got a fan blowing and don't need that. I don't need that fan like blowing. But got a spare mic you should try out. Yeah, thank you. Like but I'm pretty good. Like I mean, I'm good on microphone. I mean, you gotta like let me know the model of it because like I can tweak microphones like no problem. Like it took a minute when I had to like learn this microphone, but I bought this microphone and my my audio mixer about like my dad got it around like 2015. I think it's been a while. I've had this for like a very long time. Is the music too loud, y'all? Because I'm about to like I'm about to turn it down. If it is too loud, because I know I can hear the music too, and I talking and listening, it's just not my thing. But yeah. But I watched a video on like microphone stuff, and I have a color microphone, so I gotta do it a certain way. If I can like tilt it to the side, I still think it can pick it up a little bit, but we won't worry about it. So what's up, everybody? I've been gone for a minute. Life, depression, surviving it, and then just kind of stay on task. It's been rough. But we're not gonna talk about personal stuff. Like we're not gonna talk about me. Because I've done this so many times. I just stream and then I go. But I have new information. So what I'm gonna do after this stream is pretty much like do some things like put the VGS whatever it's called on the download onto my microphone. I'm about to look into like DaVinci Resolve. And what else? I'm also going to be posting this on YouTube because one of my homies put me on an easy way to put all my streams on YouTube. So I want that along with this to do his thing. So we're going to do this. But I wanted to talk about a topic, right? Something that like is kind of like very dear. And it is the health of a game. And things that I like really like. I'm not gonna hold on. I'm gonna just mute the music because we're gonna be watching some videos. We're gonna be doing some simple commentation content today. See how that goes. But I wanted to talk about the health of a game, particularly card games. Now, a lot of people don't know this, or if you do, and if you're new, hello, hi, I'm some guy on the internet. Hello, my name is Dio. I'm an artist. Welcome. Welcome. Like, welcome. But I wanted to talk about the health of a card game. So I am a big fan of card games. I love them. A lot of people like may have like opinions about them. But I'm a big fan of them. They helped me during a time when I was like kind of like lonely. They help me out with my depression, and I really like them. They helped me through a lot growing up, and like I've learned how to communicate through those, and I very very much love them. And I wanted to talk about this situation, this topic that has been like been coming up, and that is within the Yugioh community right now with the questionings of like Konami's like decisions. Now we all know right now, like especially they may be on a comeback because with the announcement of the new Silent Hill games and the remake of Silent Hill 2 and this Japanese like Silent Hill game, maybe we'll see some change in the company. But we've all notoriously know that Konami is not very public, and they do not make very good decisions. We're now getting back Silent Hill. Metal Gear is just gone. so we don't get a lot from them. So I think they're only really relying on the Yugioh stuff. And I really wanted to talk about just a lot of things going on, and I wanted to like show off a couple YouTube videos and kind of like really commentate over like some of the contents. Now a lot of these creators I follow, and I really like their content. And I definitely say like after I show you their video, I highly recommend that you guys follow them if you also enjoy their content. But I do want to just give my 2 pieces on it. Now, to give you context, right now, Yugioh, the TCG, the trading card game, is in this weird impasse where a lot of people are getting frustrated with the company decisions. Right now, there's a lot of power creep from set to set, and it's making it really hard for a lot of players to keep up, especially new players, which I think is something that a lot of people am. Now, I am a casual when it comes to Yugioh. I don't have competitive decks, but a lot of competitive decks kind of like, they're like, there's a lot, y'all. Like we'll go through it as we're like going along with it. But I played a lot of card games. To give you a rough history of what I did, I started off playing Pokemon, the TCG, when I was like 14 with one of my homies. When I went off to college, I started verging off from Pokemon, and I started playing Weiss Wars for a year. And when that came to be, I bought me a Vanguard deck, which Vanguard right now is my main game that I play. And then I really got into Force Will. Then I got into like Magic along the way, a little bit of Yugioh, Wii Cross. I still have some Japanese cards for Wii Cross. There was Luck and Logic, and I have both English and Japanese of those cards. And like that game died hard. My friend gave me some Buddy Fight decks. Buddy Fight was awesome. I played a lot. And then like right now, Bakugan and Digimon right now are like piquing my interest as games right now. There's also UFS Universes, wherever you think. I think UFS is like pretty tight. I think they're in a really healthy space, even though I don't like the My Hero sets that they're making. I don't care for My Heroes, but I still think like it's a pretty inventive game. So plus, if you like fighting games too, I think that's like really really cool. And trying to check something out on it. Right. What is this? Something popped up. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over real quick. Dude, my computer is getting laggy. Like, oh, let me get rid of this. Spotify. Oh, Spotify. I don't use Spotify, y'all. Like, I just don't. Let's see. OBS. Okay, we're gonna go to the half screen. Yeah, we're gonna go to the half screen. Cool. Hopefully you can see all this. If not, I can switch over to the full screen. I need to also see what's causing this slight like hiccup jitter. Is anybody like anybody in the chats, like, you know, like, is it like stopping and then loading the stream? If so, like, I just gotta reboot this. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I streamed. Whatever. We'll keep our mistakes, and then we'll learn from it as we go. All right. So I have a couple dudes, and I just want to talk about it. The health of the game. Nope, you're not getting any jitters. That's good. That is good. It might be a camera issue, but I also see there's like a slight delay on my secondary monitor. By the way, y'all, before we get into the topic, I have this big old screen art tablet. The pin broke. Me and my girlfriend tried to find like the pin to replace it. Can't even find it on the main website because it's some weird Chinese knockoff brand. So I have a second monitor, but I can't draw on it. But I mean, I have a like, but that's not too bad because I do have my iPad, and I had to re-borrow my old Wacom from my girlfriend. I let her borrow it and then gave it back. So yeah, it's like 1 second behind the audio. Yeah, like that. That will probably be that. Yeah, I could tweak it. I don't know what would be the cause of that. Like I said, we're gonna keep mistakes. We're just like, we're gonna let it be, and then we'll clean it up as we go along. I'm not gonna stress about it. So, this is Cali Effects. He made this video 23 hours ago, and there's a couple other videos. And I like I said, I'm gonna commentate. And I'm also going to like show off some examples. Because Yugioh right now is just in a very it's in a weird spot. the title of this is very clickbaity, but like shit, that's the only way. That's the only way we do it, right? So let's get started. Ooh. I also think because of the delay of everything going on. Oh god, did my camera freeze? It did, y'all. My camera froze. Hold up. Oh, this is going great. This is going great, y'all. The camera froze. Ah, no. It's definitely the I don't like how like the Elgato camera just freezes up and you have to tweak it, but the moment you exit out of it, it doesn't say anything, and then it just does jack diddly squat. Okay, so let's go. Before we get into the topic, let me see what I can do to fix that. The Elgato camera hub, please. Noise reduction, automatic. We're gonna turn the we're gonna see if turning off the exposure does anything, because it's working on the program. It's working on the Elgato program, but it's not doing anything else. Can someone say something in the chat? I don't want to see if everything is messing up. Yo. Exposing our balls on stream. I love it. I love it. Something in the chat. Thank you. It had to like freeze at the ugliest point. I've had uglier freeze points. Virtual cam, face cam. Oh yeah. The whole thing froze, and I don't know why. Like personally, y'all, don't get an Elgato camera, y'all. Like, don't get an Elgato camera. No, it's not OBS. It's the camera. Like this happened like multiple times before. It's literally it's the camera. Face cam, virtual cam. It's gonna do this thing where it's picking up the other like camera screen, and it's like, nope, can't do that. I can't multitask because I'll explode. I also think it's about time to like update the computer too. I just need like 32 RAM. I need 32 RAM. I want to get me a new motherboard, and there we go. Elgato face cam. Hopefully, if it freezes, then we don't have to worry about it, honestly. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Oh shit.
seriously.
Was he a little too low? Do I need to turn Mr. Callie up? Do I need to turn him up a little bit? Or was it perfectly fine?
I'm not gonna lie. I hate competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. Seriously.
Starting off strong. I'm just gonna turn it up just a little bit. If y'all's ears explode, let me know.
I just can't stand it sometimes. I think there are some problems with Yu-Gi-Oh right now that need to be fixed, and if they aren't fixed, we might as well just quit. I'll quit. What are you guys frustrated with Yu-Gi-Oh for? Mystic Mine install decks, tier limit. Konami just does whatever they want. You know, bro, let's start right there. Konami just does whatever they want. One of my biggest problems with Yu-Gi-Oh as a total is that it's ran by Konami. And personally, I think Konami has the employees that...
Hello, Mr. DeBito-sama. Welcome. Right now, I'm trying to get back into streaming, and I wanted to post this stream on my YouTube page, and I wanted to talk about the health of Yukio right now. So we're right now watching. We're gonna watch through a couple of videos and just commentate. This is Mr. Akali Fix. Like I said, all the videos that I'm watching, please support these people. They're awesome content creators. I think it's definitely, I think it's a fun topic to talk about.
At work there, they're phenomenal. They are some of the most enthused Yu-Gi-Oh players that I have met. They're great people, but the company fucking sucks. Why is it 2022 and we're just now getting Yu-Gi-Oh merchandise? Like, what are you doing? I think it doesn't have to do with Konami or the employees. It has to do with how Konami is ran. They're ran fucking backwards. But that's not even the beginning of it. Roughly every 4 months, we get a forbidden list, right? Can anybody tell me when the next forbidden list is coming? You want to tell me when the next forbidden list is coming? Don't worry, I'll wait. You let me know. When we spend enough?
Like I said, like Konami just makes like very weird decisions. It's just the company in general, because like I said, with the we're now getting a whole new Silent Hill, and where Kojima's no longer doing the Metal Gear, he's doing his own thing, like, but Konami just be doing funky stuff. He said something that made me want to, like, talk about it. What he said?
Merchandise, like, what are you doing? I think it doesn't have to do with Konami or the employees. It has to do with how Konami is ran. They're ran fucking backwards.
Right.
But that's not even the beginning of it. Roughly every 4 months, we get a forbidden list, right? Can anybody tell me when the next...
For anybody who doesn't know what a forbidden list is, it's pretty much a ban list. So pretty much if a card gets like too nutty, they like kind of either ban it or they'll do a limitation on it. Normally a lot of card games do this, is to keep the game in check, which is nothing wrong with it. But he brings up a good topic, like as he's like bringing it up, and I think it's very, very like true.
Next forbidden list is coming. You want to tell me when the next forbidden list is coming? Don't worry, I'll wait. You let me know. When we spend enough. Real Felly said it perfectly. Soon. So what the fuck is soon? We invest hundreds and thousands of dollars in this card game.
What cards? Let me ask, what cards were your favorite that got hit? If you say Pot of Greed, if you say Pot of Greed.
We love this card game. And Konami, the best thing you can give us is soon? Bro, you know you seen it.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden List will come out no sooner than November.
Nigga, what does that mean? That means it can be in November, December, January, February, March, April, basically.
He had them different fight fonts.
They're saying whatever the fuck they want to. It's like, yo, when I feel like dropping a forbidden list, I will drop a forbidden list. I still remember ban list hitting mid-tournament. Yeah! Broskies, imagine you're playing your deck, right? And the forbidden list comes out, and it's like the effective immediately. You're playing the bad cards. You're banned, bro. What's even worse is that when they do give us a ban list, they don't give us any information on the ban list. I'm gonna give you an example. Overwatch used to be one of my favorite games of all time. Really disgusting things happen at Blizzard, so I never want to compare the two companies. But when Blizzard balanced heroes, hell, I know even when what's that game that everybody plays? The real toxic game. The game that's toxic, more toxic than Yu-Gi-Oh! League! Taco Shark knew it! League! Oh my god!
Alright. As an ex-League player, I dabble in it, but it's something that I don't want to ever really go back to unless like I have a group of friends who are like, hey, let's play some League. And the thing about like Yugioh, Overwatch, and like League is like they produce like toxic communities, which is very true. Well, it's true to a degree. Like these are games that demand you to be like on point. And the truth of it is that like Yugioh as a card game, reading that bitch is a whole it's a whole fucking like paragraph, dude. Like it's not even segmented off like other card games to make it easy to interpret. They put everything in one little ass space and like but that's off topic. The games are very, very demanding. Like you have to be on point. And if you're trying to, it makes it hard as casuals you can have fun playing it casually, but on the long run, I had this conversation with my homie, and then he says that, the casual market is what keeps like any game alive. That is true if we're talking about fighting games, but the moment we're talking about card games, it's literally the competitive market, because every friend that I tried to get into a card game, this is what happens. Hey, play this card game. Cool. How much is this deck? About 100 plus. And then they just never touch it, right? The card games will always be pay to play, but it's the difference of like how you feel value in it. And the truth about casuals is that once they hear the price point or they play it one time, they never want to buy anything else. And it's up to the competitive players to keep that keep that market alive. And that's those are the people who are spending money on those games, is the people who want to compete. And it makes it hard because Yugioh, it like does not like care or they're not aware. Like, I don't know either of the two, but they're not aware that, like, to get more people into this game, we have to give options. There has to be ways or easy accessibilities for people to play. Max C's Performer Pal. Plush Fire. Yeah, those cards are like crazy nutty, but I can understand Maxi in the TCG. In the OCG, Maxi is fucking fun as heck, dude. But I can understand the TCG because we break the shit out of that card. We would destroy, like, like Maxi is super good. But I understand why they would ban it in English. They kill all my good decks. Yep, that's what Konami do. That's what Konami do. But still, yeah, like, it's also one of those things too where, like, you also have to at least give me one, dude. Maybe till, like, that's hard, man. Like, definitely, like, if you got like old Yugioh stuff that's still relevant, I would say flip that shit, dude. If you're not playing Yugioh, like, flip that shit. It's so hard because, like, Max C's with all these decks running around in Yugioh right fucking now, with all the special summoning just from the hand, just from having one field condition, dude, Max C would be fucking stupid. Oh, I'm going to you special summon something, Max C, and then you're a Tillerman's player, and you get all your pieces, or your fucking sprite player, and then you, like, oh, it can't be stopped. But guess what? The only thing that's stopping it, people aren't even playing it. Are you talking about Ash Blossom? People are not even playing Ash Blossom because Ash Blossom doesn't do anything to these new decks. Like, literally, like, Ash doesn't do shit to these new decks. Like, trust me, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, like, hold up. Let me show you an example. All right, this is why I pulled it up. If I can spell it right. This little dude right here. Call by the Grave, Strike. Call by the Grave, like Judgment, like, those cards are still in play. They just don't do anything to those decks. Like, the decks are just, they do everything so fast. Like, it's hard to choke point them with those alone. The cards that are, like, really, really prevalent right now is Mystic Mine and Dark Ruler No More. They, like, literally, Dark Ruler No More is a card that says, hey, you can't respond to it. I shut down all your monsters on your field. Like, those cards are good. Let's say it like this. They're good, but they're not going to do anything to these new decks. No. But, Sprite Blue, if you control a level or rank 2 monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and you can control if you can only spell you can only special summon Sprite Blue once per turn this way. If this card is special summoned, you can add one sprite monster from your deck to your hand except for Sprite Blue, and you can only use this effect once per turn. Oh, yep. Nah, dude. This card also used to be like 90 fucking bucks. And it's crazy because it used to be a 90-buck card, and it dropped down because Tearlament's strong. And now there's a whole new archetype that's coming out, and that's gonna trump Tearlaments. Apparently in Japan it's tier fucking 0. And that's what I'm, like, talking about. It's just like, Yukio has been doing, like, Konami as a company has been power creeping every little set to have these expensive cards to, like, shift the meta. And if their whole goal is to shift the meta, like, we can understand it at that point, but it still makes it fucking rough. Like, you have to spend, like, what? For the common person, you're spending, like 3 paychecks for a good deck. And by that time, there's going to be a new set, and now you got to spend more money just to get, like, another good card. Then the price drops. Yeah, the price drops, but if you're playing Yukio, why the hell would you want to play the second best deck? You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, exactly. Like, who wants to go through that? Like, here's another card that's, like, stupid good, right? Havinous. Tier limit Havinous, right? This card's so good. Tier limit's so good, dude. Like, for a lot of people who don't know what the tier limit archetype does, pretty much they activate from the graveyard, and they confuse, and they take the top certain amount of cards, normally 3. You can combo it to push it to, like, 9, right? You put the top cards of your deck into your graveyard. Then you can fusion summon using materials from your graveyard, and then those materials go back into your deck. It is so fucking free. It is so good. It is so nutty. But Havinous, it says, when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, send the top 3 cards of your deck to your graveyard. If this is sent to the graveyard by card effects, except during the damage step, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck by placing a fusion materials mentioned on it from your hand, field, or graveyard, including this card from your graveyard to the bottom of your deck in any order. You can use the effective tier limit Havinous once per turn. Oh, hell no. Dino Mist? Not at all. Pure Dinos isn't even good, dude. And I play Dinos. Dino Mist, not even in the rogue tier, dude. Like, it is like disintegrated, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's not good. It's not good. Like, it's crazy. A lot of these cards are like quick effects and like super heavies. I don't even know what that archetype is. If that tells you anything, so it's not relevant. If it's not with kaijus, even kaijus are in a weird spot right now. Like, kaijus, the kaijus are like pretty low. Like, I have to think about it, like, because here's the thing, you can kaiju, but if you kaiju against a tier limit, guess what? You just set up their win condition. Like, it don't matter. Yeah. like a lot of old stuff is getting like washed. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's like you cannot play Yukioh casually. Like, you cannot, like, throw away the game. It's not going away, because the competitive players are going to keep it alive as possible till they get fucking fed up. But that's why a lot of people are like making this like topic, is that people are kind of getting fed up. Because like the power creep is like too real and too expensive. It's nutty. Like, I have like a couple other cards to show you, but like, if you're not playing Sprite, if you're not playing Tier Limit, if you're not playing Ferrandaries, you're not playing the game. Like, that is what it is.
Yo, the fact that I described it so terribly and everyone said League of Legends. Y'all can't blame me. Don't shoot me. Too many people said League. Even League of Legends. That's still. When most games give us a banless or a nerfless, they give us reasons why the thing is banned. Konami just be like, yo, these cards are hit. And what makes it worse is that they used to give us explanations. There was a time where they gave us explanations. But that brings us to the biggest problem. They don't even talk to us, dog. I feel like Konami is like that.
All right. I got to go back to work. I wish you all the love for your stream. Thank you, dude. Thank you for stopping by, man. Like I said, I'm going to be posting this on YouTube later on. So if you want to catch the rest of the topics that I bring up, then yeah, cause this is the second thing that I want to say, right? Konami doesn't, they're not vocal. They're really not vocal. I want to see, because, like I said, I'm super fresh into Yugioh, but I'm quick to, gather as much information as I can to formulate an opinion. But it's really weird when a company is, not vocal with its audience. I think they have a whole streaming website where they tell you about new product and stuff, and the only thing I saw is when Yugioh Master Duel was out. That's the only time they used that channel or that video in that mannerisms. I play Vanguard, right? In Card Fight Vanguard, we have streams every Tuesday about product reveals. We get spoilers, and that gets us excited about our new product. They'll give us a ban list, and they're vocal about it. Hold up, showing another dude. This is Mr. Different Fight, a Vanguard YouTuber who basically can speak Japanese. He lives in Japan, and he plays competitive Vanguard. But what he does is on his Twitch channel, he would translate all the Japanese streams for Bushiroad. And I feel like Konami is missing out on potential when, they're not vocal. See, they have a stream. This is the company announcing product. Konami doesn't even do this.
There's no sound. There's no sound. Oh, they turned it on. Alright. So this is Yuki's voice actress. So the protagonist of Dear Days. Oh.
So, when Konami isn't, talking, it's there's so much things that they can do, but they just don't do it. And I think the big thing is that they need to be vocal with the community. I definitely agree that, a little bit of confirmation on, products and goals and company ambitions is something that, a lot of players would like. Vanguard has its own problems right now, but we'll talk about Vanguard. We're talking about Yuki Mans today. Yugioh! So let's go back to it.
Dad that went out to go get milk. He ain't coming back. Unless we win OICS, and then he'll just ban our deck. It's trash. It's trash. Konami's communication is the worst at least the girls that cheated on me were communicating. Damn. I don't necessarily blame the employees at Konami. I know that they want to talk to us. I know that they hear and see us. I think just how the rules are set for them obviously not talking to us and everything in between is completely trash. But that's not even the beginning of our problems, right, guys? There is another just stupid problem with Yu-Gi-Oh. Bro, look, I am all for letting everyone play Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay? I don't care if you're black, white, LGBTQIA. It does not matter. But if you ain't got the wallet, you obviously not playing, and that is discriminatory. Did I just make that up? Discriminatory? Konami really be wilded, dog. They be like, if you broke, just don't play. If you
preach. I'm living in that boat, dude, but I'm also not working. Who knows? Maybe when I get a job, who knows? But that should be a grip though. Like Yukio decks is like be a grip. Magic's in that same territory too, but like if we're talking about on a sense of value, right? It's rough. Yukio being hyper competitive, the secondary market like cranks up the prices of these cards. And I think that's rough. The fact that a deck could be like 700 to like 900 is like crazy. Like most of the card games I play, like okay, no secret, I spend a lot of money on cardboard, dude. Like I spend a lot of money on cardboard, but I have never like spent 700 on one deck. Like I don't even think that's in my like money bracket. like I said, if you have to think about it, like if we're doing a rough estimate, right? Just a rough estimate, right? Like $700, right? A $700 deck, right? For the average person, like that's like 3 paychecks, right? And that's crazy. Like it is awfully expensive. And if you guys want to go hard on the game, there's nothing stopping you, and I'm not deterring you from like spending that money if you want to play, get better, and win. But for a lot of people who want to get into this game, they just can't. Like some people just can't fathom paying money on cardboard. It's rough. And he says something that's like mind-blowing, like in this, and I didn't even know this like till today or last night. Today.
You broke, just say that. Like seriously, it's so stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. As a person that can't afford every Yu-Gi-Oh card, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know your struggle. I'm not. Look, I mean, come on, guys. I have every fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card, but I have a lot of friends that can't afford every Yu-Gi-Oh card. Why? Because even the cards that they really want to play are expensive. It is discriminatory classes if you're trying to be competitive. Dog, if you're trying to be casual, it feels discriminatory in classes. I understand personally if it was like, if you want to play like at the highest level events, you gotta drop some shmoney, like real money. But no, it's like if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta drop some money. Bro, Pot of Prosperities are almost mandatory for a lot of decks. You need 3, and they just recently went down to $120 a playset. I don't know.
Hold up. Let me hold up.
And they just recently went down to 100.
All right. So when he says the word playset, since I know a lot of people wouldn't know what the playset means basically you run full copies. Now, funny story. I have 2 funny stories before I get into the topic of this, right? So I have a lot of friends back in the day who, when I was introducing them the card game, they're like, why you have like 4 copies of this card in your deck? Isn't that cheating? No, it's in the rules. And it logically makes sense. Why would you not want 4 copies of like your main win condition? If your goal is to beat down your opponent to smithereens, then I want all the cards that's going to beat you down to smithereens. And if I can run more of those copies, then I want to bump up this consistency, because card games are RNG. You know, it is random when you draw that top 5, top 6, whatever card game you're playing. But in Yukio specifically, playset is 3 copies of the same card, unless it's on the restriction on the or the ban list, right? So I have a homie who got this card, and it was sitting at 130, and then he needed 3 copies, and he got those copies for that price each. Now it just dropped down, and ooh, that value just, oh God, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Like it just baffles me. It's crazy, like how expensive Yukio can be.
$120 a playset. I don't know about you, but I don't think my friends just have $120. I don't even got $120 just to spend on Pot of Prosperity.
I don't even have 20.
Confirmed. Callie thinks Konami is racist towards the poor. I think what adds more insult to injury is that when Konami sees a card very successful in the OCG, we get it and it's a rarity bump. It's happened so many times before. It's stupid. You know what? I'm actually going to see if they still do that. What's Cash Tira Finra? What's the
Hold up.
in the OCG? We get it and it's a rarity bump. It's happened so many times before. It's stupid.
See, I didn't even know this. I didn't even know like card rarities from the OCG, which is like the Asian metas. Like, I didn't even know we get rarity bumps when they transfer the card over here. So a card could be like a common and they bump it up to like a fucking rare or super rare. Like, I didn't even know that. Like, that shit's crazy. It's like how in the card game Weiss Wars, how like it's not the same thing, but they tend to do the same thing where they have to change something just to balance it or do whatever they wish. Like in the card game Weiss Wars, which is really fun. If y'all like Adventure Time, then there's an Adventure Time set. If you like anime, there's a bunch of anime. Weiss Wars is a fun casual game, but it is also a card game that can get up there in price just because of the casual market for it. But what they tend to do is in Weiss Wars, I don't know if they still do it now, but what they used to do is like if there was a card in Japan and it was too damn strong, they would bring it over to the US and then they would either change the ability of it and nerf it. And like this is a different scenario with the rarity change, but the rarity it's a rarity change, so that means like how easy it is to get it is now harder. Like didn't even know that. Didn't know that. Like that's crazy.
You know what? I'm actually gonna see if they still do that. What's Cash Tira Finra? What's the OCG looking like? Boy, I swear if they tell me it's a common.
Now, let me look up that card, Cash Tira Finra. This is a new card that came out, and people at the YCS. By the way, I do recommend y'all watch the YCS. That is the Yugioh championships. And they had one in Minneapolis like 12 days ago. There is a 2-day event. Each stream is about like 11 hours. So if you got like, you know, just time or just free time and you want a sport, but you don't want it to be sport ball, then definitely watch that, you know. Like I usually play the YCSs in the background and just kind of like, you know, listen as I'm like drawing or like reading or just gaming. Like it's definitely fun. But a lot of people was not ready for the tournament. And because like they had dropped the recent set Darkwing Blast like at the same week of the tournament, so nobody was like prepped, which is you as a company, you never want to do that. You never want to release a new set on the same week as a tournament. Like Cashier Fenrir. This card is nutty, and this card is now going for $64. So it went up like $10 the last time I saw it. If you control no monsters, bruh, like just right off the rip, like you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. I haven't even done reading the card, and I can already tell you, like, this card is good. There's a card that I run in my Dinos deck called Pinkertops, and a lot of people are, like, using it as a sideboard card for some matchups. And, like, having a card, like, that can just, like, set you up, like, first turn is, like, crazy. Like, let's see. Pinkertops. I think Pinkertops was, Pinkertops is pretty much like if your opponent has more monsters, but this is better because you can just summon it when you have nothing on the board. So you could be going first and immediately play this bitch. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's been other cards that are like that. Like there's a card in Lyrilisk that basically enables like a turn 1 play very easily. But the thing about this card that makes it like so rough is that it can special summon itself. It's 24 attack. And 24 attack is like amazing stats for like a beginning turn. Like amazing attack stats for any Yugioh card. And you can just summon it on turn 1, right? So you can use this effect once per turn. Pretty much you can use each. You gotta like Yugioh so specific, y'all. You gotta like read every single syllable of that fucking card. You can only use each of the following effects of Cashier Fenrir. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can add a Cashier monster from your deck to your hand. When this card declares an attack, if your opponent activates a monster effect except during damage step, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and banish it. That's so rough, dude. That's so rough. So I can summon a big-ass beater. The moment you try to do something, get rid of it. And the fact that it says that you can add a Kalishtar monster, you could search out another copy of this. And this is not banned or restricted. This is a new card that just recently came out. So you can run this out of 3 of. So you will be roughly spending around like what? Oh, where's my phone? Calculator. I gotta do this, y'all. I gotta calculate this. I can't math, y'all. I know 260s makes 120. So if we're going by the median price, right? This price right here, which is $64.97. So $64.97 times 3. God damn. $194.91. That's a lot. And that's like for 3 cards. You like in other card games, like that price right there can give you a full deck. Like that's wild, dude. That's crazy, dude.
In the OCG, it is an ultra rare. Obviously, we know that. What rarity is it in? It's a fucking rare in Japan. Konami purposely rarity bumps cards so they're harder to get, which in turn increases the secondary market. So people have to pay more to get the card. How is that fun? In order to play a semi-decent deck, period, you got to spend like $300, and that is ridiculous for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We used to be able to get 3 structure decks at one point in time. We were like, yo, this is good. And they did it before with Albaz, and they did it before with Dino, and they did it before with Dragon Link, but their introductory to get new players into the game is questionable. Dog, look, I know that you're trying to cater to the casuals that love Yu-Gi-Oh, but even the casuals will agree that Crystal Beast is nothing compared to Albaz. You can literally have a balance of catering to casuals and players that...
Yo, like, I got like 3 of those like Crystal Beast structure deck because I love Crystal Beast. That's like one of my personal favorite archetypes, and I was trying to make it work and it just didn't work because it's just ass, dude. It's just ass, dude.
like card art and stuff and actually making things good. Like, take for example, make Crystal Beast a tier 1 deck that you could play with 3 structured decks. Wasn't this game designed for kids? What kid walks around with hundreds of dollars to build a deck? Well, obviously the one that got mommy money. She's an Exo Sister player. I know. I've seen her in the dryer a few times. So the company can charge more for cards Konami believe TCG players want. Yeah, pretty much. I know some players be like, yo, Konami doesn't control prices. Yes, they do. When you upgrade a card you know players are gonna want, then you kind of change the price.
Didn't even think about it that way. Like, that's actually nutty, actually, when you think about it. So there's the company, and then there's the secondary market. The secondary market is what makes this type of price run, right? So the fact that they do that rarity change thing blows my mind. So technically, yeah, he's not wrong. That that does kind of controls the market a little bit. That's kind of, yo, dude, that's crazy.
Just like how when you downgrade a card from a rarity to an easier rarity to get, it makes it cheaper. Typho She says, that's why I play Flu. Cheap and good. How much is your Fluendaries deck? I spent $60 the most. Can we get some caps in chat, guys? I want to build a Dark Magician deck. The shit's like $780.
Legacy decks are so weird, dude. Like, so, Dark Magician, the OG. I even have a whole figurine of Dark Magician, like, standing right up there. Like the fact that it's $780 and it's doo-doo. Like, just a bad deck to play. I mean, but that's what happens. That's just what happens in card games, dude. Like, some decks are just like okay, I am a in the game that I play, Cardfight Vanguard, right? I'm an Overlord player. Overlord is like an OG archetype. The whole clan, the whole deck is doo-doo, dude. Like, there is no good cards. It is trash. I'm living on a dream, dude. Like, but hey, man. Like, that's just how it be. Like, OG shit just are expensive because it's a fan favorite, but they're sure as hell not good. Living on a dream.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Bro, he gotta spend close to a rack just to be casual. What is this? I spent $100 for my deck already, and Access Code Talker is still like $80. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be getting a reprint, right? I think that I have so much more, but that's all I got for right now. That's all I got. I hope that things get better, dog. I really do.
Hopefully things can get better, because if the assumption is that like Konami is trying to meta shift right now and they're pushing out the meta shifting like really fucking hard, like hopefully it gets better. But right now this is a situation where, like, if you're trying to hop into Yugioh right now, it is not really that great of an investment unless you have the money and unless you're willing to play hard. That's the problem. Is like casuals cannot really invest that much and play hard if they don't have the dough or they're not really dedicated. And that's why I think the casual markets need these slightly good decks, because if you can have a slightly good deck, you can like at least gauge like your interest in the game, because like that, for a majority of people, spending $780 as an example is just, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot. Some people just don't have it, and yeah, and the sad reality is that at that point you just don't need to play Yugioh. But that, like I said, card games in general are just pay to play. But the question is like, how much do you want to spend to play, right? Um. Oh man. Now, y'all are gonna be saying, "Oh, Dio, you talking out your ass, dude. You just talking. You don't know what you're talking about." Like no, I got a couple other videos I can show you where like I can prove it. There's just so much, and like I said, I'm not the best. Maybe I'm not the best person to talk about this, but it is something that I care about. It is like something where, because I'm a person who loves card games, and I really want other people to play card games and experience that, experience it. It's fun. It's a game, right? But like when we talk about, oh, should I play Yugioh? It's hard. It's hard for me to like be like, yo, dude, like go play Yugioh, man. Yugioh's the best game. And like, so like I've met so many Yugioh players who swear by Yugioh, dude. And the crazy thing is, when they swear by Yugioh, they don't even care. They either hate, don't care, or don't even know that other card game exists. And there's options out there for y'all. If y'all want to play a TCG, it's just that Yugioh is a rough spot to recommend to anybody, and that's sad because I do like Yugioh. It's just like fucking rough. It's rough, dude. Like, APS. Is that their fucking name? Yeah, Team APS. Plus. Trying to remember which video it was that was like insightful. Damn, I watched a couple of videos of this dude. I can't remember which one it is. I guess we can just go through it, but I think the one that like we'll talk about is like, I guess, the power creep situation. And to explain again, power creep is a term we use where something is strong and the company makes something that completely like overpowers the last strong thing. And Yugioh has a big problem of doing that like way too often. Like literally it's been like like from what I'm told, like they used to make a new like meta deck like every like once a year or so, right? But now with them trying to force this meta, like to shift the meta, like every little set has like a expensive ass deck or card that you need to play. And yeah.
Hey there, duelists. Welcome back to Team APS Plus. Today we're going to be delving into Konami's newest concoction of power creep for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because another new set has passed, which means that we have to get even stronger and more powerful cards. So, you guys might be thinking that the new version of power creep for, this week is something along the lines of like a monster that's even stronger or something that can negate even more, but actually it's in the form of hand traps that are archetype built in and also make going second even easier. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's have a look, shall we?
I don't think this is the video, y'all. Like, I don't think this is the video.
Hey there, duelists. Welcome. Hey guys, Paul here again. So today I wanted to talk about an alternative Yu-Gi-Oh!
By the way, since I've been talking at my ass, y'all, I want y'all to how are you guys doing? You guys got some water, you got something to like drink and everything, be comfortable. I gotta pretty soon like fill up my water jug, so Yeah. Um. Oh, the Ackman's video was like pretty funny. It was pretty funny, but I don't think like even though I think it's funny, I don't think it proves a point. Because some of his stuff he says is kind of wrong, and you can watch critical video on it, like
format that I think a lot of you guys would really enjoy playing. The reason why is because obviously the current Yu-Gi-Oh kind of climate, the competitive climate, is a bit of a mess. There's tier elements, there's sprites, there's like weird stuff like Runic, there's Mystic Mine, all these things to deal with, and then it feels like with each new set, the power creep just ramps up and up. There's Kashtira, there's Bestial, and it's just a lot. Like honestly, if you're
oh yeah, Bestial's another archetype.
Side, I think that this is something that would be good news to you. And it's actually a format that Konami did make themselves and you might have heard of, but probably not because they have not done a great job with advertising. And that is the Heart of the Underdog format. So let's take a quick look. The reason I'm talking about this is because I saw this tweet a couple of weeks ago from Jeff Jones. For those of you guys who don't know, he is a sort of pro Yu-Gi-Oh player, I guess, of the past. He's won a number of, like YCS events, and he's like an innovator and all these great things. Well, anyways, he tweets,
I also don't think this is a video because I kind of remember it. So pretty much, so the question is, what this man is about to like mention and talk about is, what can Konami do to slow that down? Well, there is a format change. So to keep a card game fresh and invite like newer people, like keep the competitive, and then keep a fun format, because Magic does that. Magic of the Gathering has formats. They have standard, and I'm told they recently did some changes to standard to Magic. I have to double check on that. There's modern, there's Commander. Commander is fun. I would definitely love to get a party of friends because that is the only card game my girlfriend would play is Magic. So so yeah, like I mean, like I think giving games like more formats is like awesome because it gauges like a different community for that set game. And this is a format that some like the company did, but they don't promote it apparently. And this is basically a format that keeps all the strong shit out. So it goes from a certain set and all the way up, but anything that is like considered meta or like strong can't play it. And that sounds pretty good. Oh, my stream is doing something funny. Stream is doing something funny. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me check something real quick. Okay. It looks like it's fine. Looks like it's fine. Yeah, my something was looking like the stream was about to explode. It's crazy too, like one of my homies got AT&T and got fiber, and like he said AT&T had it, and I was talking to my dad about it the other day. I was like, yo, we need to hop on that fiber. You get what I'm saying, Dad? We need to hop up on that. Is the stream good, y'all? Like, I wanted to make sure, just because when it peeped into the red, I thought like the stream was gonna die for a second. Yeah. But yeah, back to the topic. Definitely I think a format, like another format, would be awesome. There's a OCG exclusive, and we got this format as a video game on the Switch. I want it to go to Steam, but there's a format of Yugioh called Yugioh Rush Duel, and all the like Yugioh players hate it. But I read it and I hear the mechanics for it, and I seen some gameplay, and I'm like, this is fucking cool, because I think the car me like I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna be that guy. I think it looks way cooler and probably plays way better than regular Yukio. Like, I will be that guy. You can fight me, but I won't fight back because it's my opinion, and y'all can yeah. Yukio Rush Duel is what it's called. It is a format of Yukio that they made exclusive to Japan and through the video game. The Western audience can play it, but it's a format of Yukio that they did for younger audiences to get it, to get into Yukio. And they changed a lot of mechanical things from it. Like, you don't draw once per turn, you draw up to 5 cards. So, for example, if you had like one card in your hand, when you go into your draw phase, you drive up to 5. You can like normal summon as many times as you want, and it's called Rush Duel because it's fast. But I love it because I like the new card art. I like how the card art is bigger, but I also like how they effects isn't like jumbled up into a paragraph. They're like segmented like other card games like Vanguard or Digimon. Like it just, to me, like, fuck it, I think it looks way better. It's my opinion. Like this is what the product looks like, but the cards look cooler, dude. You get more art. Like, and nobody can read Japanese in here. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But if y'all can see this, if you see this like comma, that's how you know you can read the fucking card. It's comma effect. Comma effect. It's not one big ass paragraph. It's doing that thing where it's like slowing down. Oh. Hold up. Church is gonna be acting really funny. Your video is low latency. I don't. Ooh. Let me check something out, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. It's still saying low latency, but I don't know why it's doing that. Like I said, I'm gonna overhaul my whole stream setup. I'm gonna see what's going on. Good thing is the camera isn't freezing. That's one good plus. That's one thing. But yeah, no, like, oh, I might just have to get this game. I just have to get the Rush Duel game on my Switch. Fuck it. That's probably the only way I'm going to be playing this formatted game. Yeah, Ackman has a video, and this, I don't think this is it. There's another dude. There's an Asian dude, who was like, had a video that I really liked. I might have to go through my history to find it. It'll probably be like a couple days old, but don't be that Yugioh player, just draw the out. I hate that fucking phrase, dude. I hate that fucking phrase. Just draw the out, bro. Oh, I hate that phrase so fucking much. Ugh. Here's his video about Yugioh, where he commentates on the Ackman's video. And I don't want this to be inceptions of YouTubers commenting on other YouTubers. So definitely I would say just go watch this on your own accord. Where is this video? Yeah, this one.
These new cards are about to break Yugioh. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? My name is Susu from Head to Head Battles, and in today's episode, we need to talk about Triple Tactics, the new cards from Magnificent Mavens, and just the huge power creep we are about to see. Now, this is going to be a rant video, so sit back, relax, grab the popcorn, and hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to chime in on the conversation in the comment section because we really need to talk about this one. Let's talk about Triple Tactics, and this one really requires no talent, right? A lot of you are asking, Susu, what does this card even do, right? Triple Tactics is a normal spell card that reads, if your opponent has activated a monster effect this turn, you can set one normal spell or trap directly from your deck, except itself, and it cannot be activated this turn. Or, if your opponent can...
The bitrate is acting super fucking funky, y'all. I apologize if y'all are gonna be getting like really bad quality. I don't know what's causing this, the bitrate to like skyrocket. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna cause that. And I'm going to put this on YouTube, so it's gonna be janky. It's gonna be janky. I don't know. There's no internet running. Like, I don't know what does this. I think it's just Spectrum. I think Spectrum and like their neighborhood. I don't freaking know. This shit is like awful. I can't do my shit on a clean scale. But I also think like maybe the PC's running so much. Maybe. I don't think it's that. I don't know what it is, y'all. I'm talking out my ass, dude. But I don't like it when it does that. It makes me scared. But I think because of that, I think like after this video and probably a couple other topics, I might like call it for the day. And like maybe I'll figure out what to stream tomorrow. But I'll definitely be working on making all this setup like way better later. Like I genuinely do not know why it's doing that.
controls a monster, you can add that card to your hand in.
You can activate one card with this card name per turn. If your opponent has a monster effect, then this turn is set one normal spell trap directly from your deck. Except Triple Tactics tasking? Or if your opponent controls a monster, then you can add it into your hand instead. That is so fucking free, y'all. You don't understand. Like, it says spell or a trap, and it doesn't specify. It says normal, right? Like, you don't know how fucking free that is to get any spell or trap to your fucking hand or your field. That's crazy, dude. I wonder how much this card's gonna be.
Instead, now, why is this card so broken? And why is it slowly grinding my gears, right? You can literally set any of the virus cards in the game, and you can literally search every out in the game, right? And on top of all that, if your opponent uses, let's say, Hovness, right? And they have a monster on the field, you can use triple tactics to add to your hand any spell card that you want, right? Now, imagine if your opponent hand traps you, you know what they're playing, and you can search a card like Artifact Sanctum, Dimensional Barrier, or a floodgate of your goddamn choice, right? Okay, look. I know power creep is something that you really can't avoid when it comes to card games, because you need power creep to keep the game fresh and moving. But this is getting kind of ridiculous, right? If you look back, even with the power of the elements and the level of power creep it introduced into the game, and then look at the next core set and Magnificent Mavens, the level of power creep has gone from year to year to set. Now, it's been a while since we really needed an emergency ban list, but once Ishizu tier limits become a thing, and trust me, I've been in the lab, people are going to be people riding once they see that every play can go up to like chain link 10 or 12. Now, before you start typing in the comment section, oh, but Susu, Dark Ruler breaks every board in the game, you literally have to hard draw a 3 of in a 40 card deck, while the new decks have a consistency level like never before, right? If you've watched any of the new deck profiles for the new decks coming out from Darkwing Blast, Mavens, and Photon Hypernova, almost every single deck has a consistency level of about 90%, which is 9 good hands for every 10 hands that you draw, right? Like, the fact of the matter is, the age-old argument of we have tons of options to break boards these days doesn't really hold up anymore, because these new decks have powerful effects that trigger in the hand, graveyard, and extra deck that may not be affected by cards like Dark Ruler no more. The next thing that we need to talk about is the brand new Aste'ri archetype that we are getting in the new core set Darkwing Blast and Photon Hypernova, okay? That new boss monster literally reads like a custom card, okay? Someone over at Konami let their child write whatever they want on a card and gave them the okay to print it. That's basically what happened, right? This card is a walking macrocosmos. You have a once per chain, not a once per turn, but a once per chain effect that gives it more XYZ material. And on top of all that, you can quick effect detach 3 materials, target one card on the field, and banish it face up, okay? Now you're thinking, this card doesn't sound that broken, but what you are missing is the fact that Shangri-La says that whenever an opponent's card is banished face down, you can choose an unused monster or spell and trap zone and turn it off. That's right. It's Ojama time, baby. Now, no archetype is only good if the extra deck monsters are good. But did you know the Aste'ri main monsters are all special summonable if you control no monsters? And did you know they are all huge beat sticks that either add you a monster, spell, and or trap card? Now, I'm what you would call a competitive player, and I do keep up with the meta at all times, but even I think that these new cards are a touch over the top. Let me know in the comment section, but I feel like the times where older decks had a chance to compete with the newer ones are coming to a close, okay? Older decks had the ability to use generic cards to help them chug along or get you some wins here and or there, but the new decks coming out are so powerful that even the in-archetype cards are already better than what older decks can handle, right? I really do think we are at a tipping point in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the divide between casual and competitive is now going to be wider than ever, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to play this man's full video. I don't want to take this man's content, but this man, to me, is very informative. And this bitrate stuff, it's getting kind of weird, and it's kind of freaking me out because I think it's going to pretty much tell me that it's time to update a lot of stuff. But yeah, like the power creep is real. It's hard for players to like just invest into this game or even play at a level and like I said, I play other card games, and like I play Vanguard, like Card Fight Vanguard, and we got a whole slew of problems with that. Like not as bad as what's going on in Yugioh, but I mean the over trigger situation in Vanguard is something to talk about for another time. But because of all that, I just wanted to make small content like, you know, today. Post this on YouTube is going to be like trash quality, no editing, but I mean, hey, I just wanted to do something to freshen up, understand like what it's, let you just have something to talk about. And I am thoroughly embarrassed because of, I think, the quality and everything, and just the topic at hand is just like funny. Like I just like, y'all don't understand. I'm rambling because I'm like kind of being self-conscious a little bit about this, but it's whatever. We stay strong, we keep on doing it. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the Yugioh TCG. Like hopefully it gets a little better, but right now my investments is not towards Yugioh till things get situated and calm down, because it's just one of those things where like also another main thing, because I like, this is one thing that I also wanted to talk about, right? I was explaining this to my girlfriend and another friend, and this is why it got stupid for me, right? This is where it got stupid. So let's talk about a balanced game, right? To some degree, no game can be perfectly balanced. There's no such thing. But there is a trifecta, there is a rock, paper, scissors aspect to it, where if these are the 3 strong decks or 5 strong decks, we'll just keep it at 3, right? This deck is strong, but this deck can beat this deck, and then this deck can beat this deck, and then that deck can beat this deck. So there's like this rock, paper, scissors mindset to it, right? And the recent winner of the YCS Minneapolis, Minnesota, I can't pronounce words, right? Mixed 2 of the strong decks together and won first place. Guys, I'm not trying to play a card game in a 1 deck meta, dude. That's like so remember and this is the funny aspect to it. Remember how I said it's rock, paper, scissors? So imagine you playing rock, paper, scissors with your homies, and then they pull a gun at you. There's nothing you can do. And that tells me that the meta is definitely not in a great place right now if 2 of the best decks can be melded together and make the best deck. That's crazy to me. I honestly do not want any part of that. The tier limit sprite deck.
What's up, guys? I'm here with the newest YCS champion. Would you like to introduce yourself?
It's City Boys on deck. What's going on?
Let's go.
Nah, we're not gonna get into it. We're not gonna get into it. Oh no. So yeah, like there's a lot. I don't think honestly, if I have to express how I feel with the quality of everything, and me just kind of like not even prepping for this kind of debate, honestly, right? Like, there's so much to talk about, but I felt like I kind of at the moment expressed how I feel about the situation right now the best I could. But with all the quality just like dropping and everything, I'm not really sure. But you know, might as well have like, you know, whatever quality and then just get better over time. Let my mistakes be mistakes, and I'm gonna post this on YouTube. But that's all I wanted to talk about was just like the health of the game right now. I just think it's everywhere, and like there's a lot of factors that could be fixed for other people to like enjoy the game. With that being said, I think everybody for you know, this like short little stream, I normally do like 2-hour, 3-hour streams. But since the quality is just taking a shit, and like I honestly do not feel like I was prepped for this debate. Like I just wanted to express how I felt. But I thank everybody for stopping by. It was a short stream. I know once I get off here, the first thing I'm going to be doing is like learning my bit rate, tweaking my microphone, and I went to Office Depot and I have me a new poster that I'm making. But don't at me on all that shit. Like I like, you know, I gotta just put the effort into it, put in some more job applications. I don't want to talk about it. But I thank you guys for stopping by. You know, subscribe if you like the content, which is very subpar content. My apologies. And follow my YouTube channel. All my social medias. If you guys type in the chat room hashtag? Oh god. All my links are gonna be in my my homepage down below. Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace, and you guys have a wonderful day.